fast and cool is pretty hot. Why? Because these LED bulbs above us burn into us and make the room very warm. And we end up using more air conditioning. And because of that air conditioning, we use up more energy. And because of that energy, we increase our carbon footprint. So with that, I would love to introduce to you a fantastic firm for our fast and cool with 5 minutes for Nularis. Thank you, Jonathan Fram.
Sharona, thank you for having me, and thank you for the opportunity to speak about a revolution in energy. We're at Nularis, based in Los Angeles with a design team in Israel. Our mission is effectively to make LEDs free. The whole world is about to change their lighting. Now, I've done many different businesses over the years. I ran the television networks at Bloomberg. I ran a venture capital firm with Howard Schultz. The fact of the matter is the whole world is about to change their lighting, and in doing so, they'll save 90% of their energy. We've come up with a financing method to effectively make LEDs free. It seemed to be a lot easier than selling something. We actually can give them away, but most importantly, we do it with about a 60% gross margin. Today, we have more than 20 factories assembling products. Some are under contract, design. The world doesn't want to drive to a store anymore to buy lighting. They want to buy direct. And so we have candelabra bulbs, bulbs for children, and we actually have a new line, and I mentioned we're designing in Israel, and I'll plug that one in. This is a street light, which takes about the same power as, don't look directly at it, it's about 56 watts, the same power that you might have on your night light. These are lights that never burn out. They last more than 20 years, and there are about 38 million street lamps. If 10% of the street lights got changed to LEDs, it would be the equivalent of taking more than 2 million cars off the road in terms of their carbon output. So we're in a revolution. The whole world is about to change out their lighting. And we'll talk to you about Nularis and how we can make LEDs effectively free. What we do basically is we say, here's your current electric bill. We'll bring that bill down right down about 75% lower to 90% lower than what you have it. We had a small financing payment for the first year, and then I mentioned the bulbs last another 20 years. This is a no out-of-pocket offer. And today we have hundreds of customers, including distributors, businesses like Frito-Lay, Electronic Arts, and the whole idea is energy efficiency should be free. We actually are now engaged with a number of discussions with major universities like UCLA, Cal State Northridge, Soka University, and others, and municipalities like Pomona, city of Vernon, California. We can actually go to them and not only give them the bulbs for free, but if they keep their current budgeted amount that they pay for energy the same, we can actually walk in and write them a check. Maybe it's $10 million, $20 million. We can actually pay our customers to become customers. So it's really based on the fact that the energy efficiency is so great, and that's our business. We also arrange for utility subsidies because most utilities now will also foot the bill. So we're in a remarkable world today in energy efficiency. This technology is rooted in the fact that most lighting, including the lighting in this room, really hasn't progressed since Thomas Edison invented the incandescent bulb. These filament-based bulbs emit about 90% of their energy as heat. In fact, we just did a series of art galleries in Sedona, Arizona. One of them put out a press release. The actual temperature in their gallery went down 13 degrees. Why? Because they were spending money on air conditioning to cool down the air that was just heated up by these inefficient bulbs. They put in the LEDs, so their electricity bill went down doubly. So we're in this revolution now. As I mentioned, as we go from incandescent to LED. LEDs are cool to the touch, and it's just remarkable. If you come up afterwards, you can hold them in your hand, and you'll see that we're really in a revolution. I won't go through the advantages too much. I did note, though, that our bulbs are now warranted to 20 years. There's an old joke. How many people does it take to change a light bulb? And in our case, 0. Why? They never burn out, so you never have to change the bulb. And this is really quite remarkable. We have proprietary patents pending in about 9 different areas, including color, what they call color temperature. In the United States, here we like a rich, warm white, unlike the cold fluorescent bulb. So we have cool white all the way up through warm white, candelabra bulbs. As mentioned, we have about 300 bulbs in our product line, about 5 times the number that you'd find in any retail store. If you come up afterwards, I can go through some of the other advantages, but the reality of the matter is, when you have a revolution like this, I mentioned before, the whole world is about to change their light bulbs. 5 million bulbs get purchased every day on this planet, and this is really one of the most amazing opportunities I've seen in my many years in venture capital and running companies. We have a number of companies, I mentioned, customers, hundreds of customers, including very large ones. And With that, only about half a minute left. I'll note that we have 9 patents pending. We just recently won an award at the CTIA Mobile Show. We have proprietary iPad and smartphone technology to enable people to, in an automated fashion, do their own energy audits, whether you're an art gallery or the Safeway supermarket chain. We can instantly tell them how much money they'll save. We can tell them their rebate that they'll get. And this proprietary technology, as I mentioned, just won an award at CTIA, including our financing method, where we can guarantee that they'll save generally about 90% of their energy costs. We see tremendous growth. We just launched earlier this year. Revenue's already in the hundreds of thousands. Our pipeline would suggest of over $8 million in this year alone. So with that, I'll note that we're very delighted to be doing our engineering now and our design work for first in the street lamp rendering in Israel, and then we take these designs and then we'll assemble them based on chips made in either the US or Korea. And as I mentioned, we have about 20 factories in Asia today assembling them, and we sell directly. And with that, that's Nularis and the LED revolution.
As we say in the lighting business, that's very hot.
Thank you for having me.
You have a cool product. All right, thank you. We look forward to making money ourselves on your LEDs.
If you give me a business card, I will send you a free LED flashlight.
Okay. Now that's a prize.